What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Skig. If you're new to the Passive Income Star channel, I make new videos every Friday. So today we're going to take a look at my dividend payments for the month of December 2019. So get ready for some free game. We're about to get it. Alright, so this is my Robinhood portfolio. Today, it actually shot up roughly, I would say about $200. Right now, I am sitting at $33,652.14. Since the last video I did, the bonus video, where I told you guys that I added $200 to the account, I've not added any more funds. And if you guys remember in that video, it was roughly at 33K. 400. So it has since roughly gone up $200. As you can see here, right now the line chart is set to today, and as you can see, it has had some crazy spikes and then it kind of leveled out here. If we go all the way over here to at its highest peak today, it was at $33,839.22. But then there was some negative news coming in about, the trade tensions and the possibility of the trade deal not being signed, and the portfolio started acting crazy again. It started reacting to the results. All right, so that's it for the portfolio. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today, before I jump in and start showing you my dividend payments for December 2019, Robinhood recently announced that they will now offer fractional shares. And man, am I so happy about this. This is such an awesome thing. A lot of people that I've spoken to that have had Robinhood for a while, when M1 Finance came about, a lot of these people started saying, hey man, I'm thinking about switching to M1 Finance. And I kind of thought about doing it too briefly, but the headache of switching over your stocks to a different brokerage, I just didn't want to deal with it. And one of the main reasons was the drip feature that M1 Finance had, and also the ability to purchase fractional shares. Sometimes you might not have the money to buy an entire share of, say, Apple, but you still would like to own a piece of it. With fractional shares, you have that ability. So let's go ahead. Right now I'm on the Robinhood blog. It's called Under the Hood. So let's go ahead and scroll down and just go over the basic information that was released, which was yesterday, December 12th, 2019. So it says here, fractional shares and more, new ways to invest. If we scroll down here, it says, today we introduce fractional shares, a new way to invest with Robinhood. Some stocks and ETFs cost hundreds or thousands of dollars for a single share. This means that many people may not be able to invest in their favorite companies or funds. With fractional shares, you can invest in stocks including Amazon, Apple, Disney, Berkshire Hathaway, and thousands of others with as little as $1. Sign up today to get early access when we launch next week. So pretty much they announced this yesterday, and they're saying you could sign up. You have the option of signing up by the app, or you could sign up online if you're using a browser to view this. I actually signed up by the app yesterday, and based on what they're saying here, they're going to be rolling it out to specific accounts next week. So I'm sure it's going to be served out in the order in which you signed up. So, if you were lucky and you signed up, I would say within the first 12 hours of them announcing it, then more likely you'll have access to the feature next week. If not, I'm sure probably the following week or in the coming weeks. So that's a cool thing. Like I said, fractional shares is awesome. And it's going to allow you to get access to stocks that normally probably you wouldn't be able to afford. You know, look at Amazon. Amazon right now is roughly anywhere from, I would say, $1,750 up to $1,800 a share. That's pretty expensive. Now you have the option where you could still get in on some of the gains in a fractional sense. All right. So it says here, get early access. Investing in fractional shares on Robinhood is intuitive, commission-free, and real-time. Choose how much you want to invest and diversify your portfolio with smaller amounts of money. Learn more about fractional shares trading, and you can click on that link. I'll put a link in the description for this actual page. Now it says here, with fractional shares, we're also introducing 2 highly requested features to improve the investing experience. Starting early next year, we'll support Dividend Reinvestment Plan, or DRIP, and reoccurring investments. Automatically reinvest cash dividends back into your stocks and ETFs, and schedule investments. Stay tuned for the launch of these new features. So that's pretty cool. So just to give you an example, let's say, you know, you own, I don't know, 10 shares of Mace Rich. Mace Rich pays 75 cents per share. You got a dividend payment of $7.50 for your owning your 10 shares. Now, before fractional shares, you could not use that $7.50 to purchase a share of Mace Rich, because Mace Rich right now, the price per share is roughly about between $26 and $27. Now, with fractional shares, you can actually use that $7.50 and purchase a fractional share of Mace Rich, so you can reinvest the dividends into the actual company, which is going to create this compounding effect. And, you know, that's just going to be pretty awesome. As far as the feature where you're allowed to like schedule investments, that works for, you know, pretty much people who are on a schedule, like meaning people who receive like a direct deposit, or you have a certain amount of money in your account every week, and you can say, hey, listen, I want you to go into my account, take $50 and invest it, you know. And I think M1 Finance does do something like that as well. It also helps to spread the money around and kind of balance out your underweighted holdings. So that's going to be a good thing, and I'm pretty much sure Robinhood is going to be doing the same thing. So this is going to be huge for Robinhood, guys. Robinhood, I would say, for this generation, and I did a blog post on this yesterday. I just didn't get a chance to make a video, but I did do a post about this on my blog, and I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. Robinhood, in my opinion, is one of 3 apps that pretty much appeal to millennials. You know, Robinhood obviously being the biggest of the 3 with 10 million plus users. And then next up, I would say, is M1 Finance, which people like for, you know, the drip features and the fractional shares and balancing out your portfolio. And then the newcomer to the game is Webull. Now, I know some people will say, hey, you know, Stash has been around before. Stash is kind of like kiddie stuff to me, if you ask me. You know, it's mostly focused on a select amount of ETFs, and they have a handful of actual individual stocks that you can purchase. Stash, however, does offer fractional shares, so I'll give them that. And they started the fractional shares thing, if you ask me. But the big 3 right now, like I said, it's Robinhood, it's M1 Finance, and Webull. And M1 Finance and Webull kind of had the leg up on Robinhood in terms of flexibility as far as investing with the fractional shares and the drip. And because of that, Robinhood was kind of losing out to a specific crowd that could not necessarily afford to invest, you know, in one full share of Amazon, but wanted to buy a fractional share. So by adding this feature to Robinhood, I think it's just going to cement them. You know, if this was a fight, this is this was the death blow that was delivered to M1 Finance, if you ask me, and Webull. So I definitely see this as something positive and good for Robinhood. Alright guys, so let's get right ahead into the dividend payments for December 2019. So we're going to go on over here to the filters, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to select dividends. And then we're just going to go ahead and scroll down to the start of December. Obviously we're in the second week of December right now, the 13th. So I've received a couple of dividends so far. So we're just going to go all the way down to the first payment here. Alright, so the first payment here you see is on December 2nd, and it's from Pfizer for the amount of $3.60. And if we click it, it shows that it's for 10 shares at 36 cents per share, and it says the status here is paid. So we're going to go ahead and add $3.60 to the calculator. Alright, and then next up we have a dividend from Wells Fargo. This is also on December 2nd. 3 shares, 51 cents per share, for a total of $1.53. So we're going to add that in as well. Next up we have Arbor Reality, December 2nd. We have 26 shares at 30 cents per share for a total of $7.80. So we could go ahead and add that as well. Alright, and then next up we have Ford. This is also on December 2nd, $2.10, and this represents 14 shares at 15 cents per share. So let's go ahead and throw that in here, $2.10. Alright, next up we have Mace Rich, December 3rd, $7.50, and this was for owning 10 shares at 75 cents per share. So let's go ahead and add that in here for a grand total of $7.50. And that was for Mace Rich. Next up we have Unilever. I have only one share, 38 cents per share, so I was paid 38 cents. So let's add that in. Next up we have Discover Financial Services, one share, 44 cents per share. So let's also add that in here. And next up we have Vanguard Long-Term Bond ETF for $1.33 for 5 shares at 0.26 cents per share. So we're going to add $1.33. Then next up we also have, and this is on December 5th, we have a dividend payment from Nissan, 52 cents for 4 shares at 13 cents per share. So we're going to go ahead and add that in as well. Next up on December 6th, we have a dividend from iShares iBox investment grade corporate bonds for $1.04, and that's for owning 3 shares. So we'll add that in right now. Then next up we have Boeing on December 6th, 4 shares at $2.06 per share for a total of $8.22. So we're going to go ahead and add that in as well. So scroll up some more. Then we have a dividend from Honda, $1.06 for a total of 5 shares at 21 cents per share. So $1.06 is what we're going to be adding to the calculator here. Alright, next we have Six Flags with $1.66. We have 2 shares at 83 cents per share, so we'll go ahead and add that in. $1.66. Next up we have drum roll, ExxonMobil, $1.74, and that's for owning 2 shares at 87 cents per share. So let's add this $1.74 here. And guys, as we go along, you know, if you guys keep following me on my journey here, you will see that, you know, as the months go by, the dividend payments will only get bigger and bigger as I, you know, continuously keep purchasing new shares and adding more positions to my portfolio. So next up we have a dividend from Eli Lilly for $3.23, and that's for owning 5 shares at 64 cents per share. So let's go ahead and add that here, $3.23. And we're gonna go ahead and hop back on over. Then on December 10th, I got a payment here from IBM for $16.20, and that was for owning 10 shares at $1.62 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that over here, $16.20, and that was for IBM. Next we have Chevron with $3.57, and that was for owning 3 shares at $1.19 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that in right now. This is $3.57. And next up we have Johnson & Johnson at $2.85. That again was for owning 3 shares at 95 cents per share. So $2.85. And all these dividend payments that are coming in, I'm just reinvesting them into the account. Right now, I don't have access to fractional shares because they just rolled it out yesterday. But once they start doing that, I'm gonna definitely reinvest the dividends back into the company. Right now, you know, I'm obviously pooling the dividend payments together and then seeing what shares I can buy. All right, so next up we have 3M, 5 shares for a total of $7.20 at $1.44 per share. So let's go ahead and add this $7.20 here. And we'll keep going up the list. Still in December. We just got to yesterday's date pretty much. December 12th, Microsoft also paid me $2.04, and that was for owning 4 shares at 51 cents per share. So let's go ahead and add that $2.04. And next up we have the monthly dividend paying company, Reality Income, $2.04, and that was for owning 9 shares at pretty much 22 cents per share. So we'll go ahead and add that in right now. And that was from Reality Income. So next up we have Mazda. We have 2 shares, pretty much paying roughly about 5 cents per share. My total payout was 10 cents. So we'll go ahead and add that here. Alright, so now we're on to December 16th. Now you notice these are saying now pending. So these dividends I have not been paid for as yet, but we could still see exactly what the payment will be, and we can add it in so we could definitely get a more accurate picture of what my entire payments will be for the month of December 2019. Alright, so next up we have Con Ed, or Consolidated Edison, 1 share at 74 cents. So we're going to just go ahead and add that in here. Then next up on December 16th, we have 10 shares from EPR Properties, and this is a real estate investment trust. It's 37 cents per share, and the total payment is $3.75. And this company actually pays 37 cents per share monthly. So let's go ahead and add that in here. And that's it for EPR Properties. Next up we have Stag Industrial, which is another REIT, and it also pays monthly. I have 7 shares. The payment per share is 11 cents for a total of 83 cents. So you could go ahead and get that added in. And then next up I have AMC Entertainment, also on the 16th, 10 shares at 20 cents per share for a grand total of $2. And like I said before, these are all pending payments. So I haven't received these yet, but they're all lined up in Robinhood for all the payments that I'm going to receive for December. Next up we have Apple Hospitality REIT. This one is also on the 16th. 10 shares at 10 cents a share. I'll be paid $1. So we could go ahead and add that as well. Next up we're gonna be on the 16th again. 2 shares, Duke Energy, 94 cents per share for a total of $1.89. So go ahead and add that in. Sorry, $1.89. So let me just go ahead and add 9 cents to this. Next up we have pending payment on the 19th from GM for a total of 20 shares at 38 cents per share. So that will be for a grand total of $7.60. So let's go ahead and add that in here. And then next up I have on December 20th, a dividend from Waste Management, 6 shares, 51 cents per share for a total of $3.08. So we're going to go ahead and add that in as well. That was for Waste Management. Next up we have Bank of America, 24 shares, 18 cents per share for a total of $4.32. So we'll add that up as well. Next up, I have Orchid Island Capital, which is another real estate investment trust. 125 shares at 8 cents per share for a grand total of $10. So we'll go ahead and throw that onto the list as well. And if you guys follow me You know, if you've seen my two previous dividend payment videos, I think the first one was roughly like about $40 and the second one was like $38. You know, this one has clearly surpassed that already. So as time goes by, you will start to see the dividends just start to snowball and get bigger and bigger and bigger if you keep, you know, servicing your account, keep adding funds, keep adding to your positions. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much my dividends for the month of December 2019. All right, yeah, so the grand total for all my dividend payments in the month of December 2019 is $111.36. I'm pretty happy with that, man. All right, so that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel, remember I make new videos every single Friday. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do so. I'll go ahead and put it up here. And it is passive income _. So follow me on Instagram. I make new posts every day. Also, my blog is passiveincomeideastoday.com. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you love the content, subscribe. I make new videos every week. If you felt this video, go ahead and smash that like button and share it with a friend that you think the information in this video would be useful to. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.